Hey guys, it's the Any Thoughts podcast. It's me, Benny.
It's me, B-Rad.
It's me, Big Mo. What's up?
Me, Iverson, what's up?
And our special
Uh,
guest,
special-
DBZenkai in the building. It's like, nah, what's good with y'all?
Yo.
What's up, DB?
I'm just over here chilling, as I've been telling you. That's my signature today. Every single one of them ask me how I've been doing today. I've just been chilling. I've just been chilling.
Man, that's great. All right.
Anyways, so first things we're going to do is we're going to start with slaps and chaps.
Yes.
Does anybody want to start with what's been slapping or chapping them?
How about you, Amog?
Okay, I'll go. So what's been slapping is I have been consuming way too much Netflix, an unhealthy amount of Netflix. So I just finished watching two shows which I think have been just been on my mind for like the longest time. One of them is Dark. It's this German TV show. It's based in three eras: 1953, 1986, and 2019. So it's mainly a lot of time travel, but a lot of stuff related to physics. So it kind of makes sense. It's none of that beam me up Scotty shit. None of that Star Trek, none of that Star Wars shit. It actually makes sense. And it's a mind fuck. I mean, there's so much interconnectedness between each character. Like at one point, like spoiler alert, one point the protagonist meets up with someone who he ends up meeting this character who is actually himself 50 years down the line. And like he's really old, and it's just at this point I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? This is crazy. And I literally got a migraine just watching that show, but it's a brilliant show. I would recommend it if you're planning to commit to something. At least commit to this show. It makes sense. There's a lot of physics involved, so I know Benny you'll like it, and anybody who loves physics for that matter. So please check it out if you like it. Another show that I've been watching is Black Summer, which is a prequel to the. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how I felt about it because I'm watching Zombie Nation right now and I like the humor associated with Zombie Nation. But Black Summer, on the other hand, is just dark and bleak. So I like that idea of it. And I like the different perspectives of like different people coming together and how they come together.
Yeah, I thought that was
and
cool.
I think the one scene I think you'd probably appreciate that one, Donnell, is the one where they're going to when they're finally heading to the stadium and how one like just people just get picked off eventually and it's just like three people.
I was like, dang, man, the people really just going, huh? All right.
Dude, yeah, exactly. I think that was a very interesting scene. But yeah, the show is interesting. It's also zombie apocalypse and all that fun stuff. So there's no humor associated, unlike Zombie Nation, Z Nation, which had a little bit of dark humor in it. But I don't know. I mean, I found it very interesting. So that's what's been slapping. Or at least these are the two things that's been slapping. What's been chapping is the gyms are not open as yet. So I am still, just working out in my room in this four corners of my house, which I call home or room. It's depressing as fuck. This matchbox, which I call my room.
So it's shelter, man.
Yeah, it's like I'm like at this point I'm like fuck COVID-19. Like I'm probably willing to risk it, but then I'm like, wait, I don't want to die. I'm not ready to go just yet. So yeah, that's what's been happening. Pass the baton on to someone else now.
What's been slapping for me is like my favorite band comes out with an album Friday, but it leaked last night, so I've been listening to that all day. And the band's 1975. It's really great. The album's different. They mostly do like a lot of like poppy anthem kind of songs, but this time it's like full on electronic, which is pretty cool. But what's been chapping me is I'm taking a summer class, and the pace of the course is just insane. Like we have a test every Friday, even on the first week. So that's been kind of annoying, but I'm surviving somehow.
Hey man, stay afloat.
Hang in there, man. hang in there, man.
I can go next.
You go next, Iverson?
Yeah, I'll go. So what's been slapping is, I know we're gonna talk about this a little bit next episode, but my brother, he's been telling me for a while. He's like, you gotta start watching One Piece. And I've gotten into it, and I'm 30 episodes in. Okay, so usually I watch it when I'm like eating breakfast. I watch like an episode when I'm eating lunch, and then before I go to sleep at night. I'm 30 episodes in. That show's really good. I know it's a shonen, but it's good, you know. So my brother's 900 episodes in, by the way. So he's
what's the hype about it?
I know what you gotta say.
All right, let me say something about One Piece. Personally, me, I can't watch One Piece anymore. I was completely caught up at some point, or like Whole Cake Island arc, everything. I would recommend reading the manga. After a while, it just, I don't know. The pacing is just, it's weird to me. It's slow. It's mad slow. It's an enjoyable show, though. It's just that I feel like from week to week, once you get caught up, it gets really annoying. You can't binge stuff. You know what I mean? But it's like, you're just sitting here able to watch it. Yeah, that's cool and all, even though that's a lot of stuff to just sit there and watch. But regardless, I mean, you got stuff to watch. But once you get caught up, going from episode to episode, it turns into, wow, y'all really only gave me this much? Like, what's going to happen next? I need what's going to happen next. I don't know. Yeah. That's just for me.
That's how I feel
for that, though. That's a long show.
It's a long show. You're right.
But I mean, that's what I feel with most shonens, though. Like, if you're caught up and it just goes back to back to back, you're like, eh. Like, it's like, I love My Hero Academia, but, like, this season was the first time I was really, like, following the schedule. And I just didn't want to, like, wait for it. So I just waited to binge it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Season 4, right? Or what was it? Season 4, right?
Yeah.
It was. I'm halfway. I'm halfway through. So like they just got done with the where I've reached. It's with they got done with the Yakuza, and now now they're back to the League of.
To me,
villains,
that's where
I
it kind
guess.
of dipped.
Sorry.
To me, that's where it kind of dipped.
Really?
After the Yakuza, or you talking about during?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm still there, and I'm watching One Punch. So I love One Punch. Season 2 of One Punch. I mean, actually, I think I finished One Punch season 2. That was hilarious.
It was dope.
I like season 1 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Well, see, I've been watching that. It's been pretty good. Just killing time with that. And what's been happening is I'm actually applying to med school this year. So we have like an essay we have to do, like a personal statement. And I've redone the essay about 5 times. Like, I just can't get it right, you know? Like, I just don't feel like good where I'm at. But then, like, this morning, I was up till 4 a.m. last night. And it, like, hit me, like, what to write about. So I've been working on it all day. And I have to, like, send it out to people to review and all that. It's a lot of work. But that's what's happening. Pretty much.
Ivy, just remember, no matter how perfect you think it is, it's never going to be enough. Trust me on this. When I say this, I've written way too many personal statements. I wrote somebody else's personal statement at one point. So trust me, it's not enough. And the guy kept badgering me. The homeboy kept badgering me. He's like, oh, can you make it a little better? I'm like, motherfucker, write it on your own at this point. Like, I wrote it. I gave you a diamond. And the motherfucker tells me, yeah, no, can you add more carrots to it? I'm like, go fuck yourself, bitch. Like, fuck out of here.
You should tell them you want to cure cancer. I think that'll get them right there on you.
Pretty much, yeah.
I want to cure all the diseases: AIDS, chlamydia, herpes, you name it.
Herpes. He wants to cure herpes.
Yeah.
And he also wants to figure a cure to how to make women wet. You know, because apparently women don't get wet.
Hey man, it's get a cup of water and splash them in the face. Now they're wet.
Shout out to Georgia.
Yeah, shout out to that beach.
Shout out to the beach.
Oh man, that beach. But no, what's been slapping me is that I finally got a new apartment in Gainesville. It's a single person apartment, so I'll be all by myself. I'm on campus. I'm living in the graduate housing apartment, so I can be by myself. You guys can come over anytime you want to and chill. So can you, Donnell? You ever come down to Florida? Not for Disney. I'm trying to get this guy coming down for a game.
I think I'm gonna only come for Disney. You can come with me if I go to Disney, but I'm gonna only come down if I'm going to Disney.
Donnell is low-key scared of Florida.
It's not that I'm scared of Florida. It's just that I understand that's a dark zone down there, right? It's like I understand my limitations. You walk in there, you might run into somebody that I don't know.
Here's the thing. Trust me, Florida is a lot better than Alabama. I literally got scared. Alabama is so bad, dude. Right. Yeah, exactly. Like I was literally there, and the thing was I hadn't shaved, so I look like I look this glorious brown when I'm like clean shaven. So when I'm not shaven, I look dark skinned. Like I look dark as fuck. So
that's about to bomb building.
Yeah, literally, I look like what Benny just said. I can't say these things. Yeah, and they just kept fucking staring at me, man. They just kept fucking staring at me. And I was like, yo,
I'm not going there.
Fuck, man. Yeah, like, so Florida is not bad. It's just, I know what you mean. It can, I mean, you see an alligator in your backyard and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
The gators don't even bother me, though, because when I went there before, like, I would run into stuff like that, but it's like...
The people. The people are the worst.
Y'all know someone trying to eat somebody else down there? Like, that's wild. Nah. Every time you go on Twitter, Florida man has committed. Like,
Florida man.
Ooh, I was staying in Maryland.
Florida man.
Maryland man doesn't do much. Florida man go crazy.
Florida man literally breaks into jail to hang with his friends, fam. Does it get any worse?
See, I am computing right now. That doesn't make no sense.
Ooh.
Yeah, he literally
an alligator into the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah. Or throw an alligator in like a Wendy's drive-thru and drive off, or rob somebody with an alligator. Like Florida man does all crazy stuff, man. But it's kind of like rain. You just get used to it. You know, you bring an umbrella.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I'm used to my safe place. I'll stay right here.
Man, you need to come down for a football game, man. I swear to you, you'll probably never want to leave because
I'm gonna be real though. I don't like going to football games like that. I like basketball games.
Well, okay, coming up for a basketball game, we will get you drunk and very drunk. All right. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of bars. Like once you leave campus, man, we'll just take you straight to bars, and we're gonna keep you drunk so you can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trick. That's the main trick. How people stay in Florida, they stay drunk.
Y'all not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, Bradley.
You got I think we're all semi-drunk at this point. I'm not. I'm dry for like 2 years now, but yeah, staying in Florida is like you stay semi-drunk, and if you're in Gainesville, you're semi-drunk.
Yeah, when you walk outside, you just smell it and feel it.
It smells. Drivers, and you can tell who's the drunk ones. Usually, everybody else, you know.
Mm. Yeah.
But what's been chapping me? This new job I got. I mean, I like it so far, but it's just the training has just been fucking horrible. Because I'll get there like 8 a.m. and I'll be sitting there listening to lectures I've already learned basically in college. But I'm just hearing it again. And apparently there's some big exam at the end of it. If you don't pass it, you can't go out to the field. But I have to sit through this training for a whole entire week until next week until I get to go out in the field and actually do some fun stuff. But I'm just sitting there just trying to fall asleep, listen to a dude. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I already know this shit. Can we just get on with this exam already? But last but not least, Donnell DBZenkai.
All right, what's been slapping with me? I have to say, I've had a lot of time this week to just do whatever. And with that being said, I used that time in order to play Persona 5. And I have to say this. Okay. Persona 5 might just be my favorite game of all time. I love that game.
Persona 4.
Oh, you like Persona 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm knowledgeable of Persona 4. I did not play it myself. I know of it, though. You know what I mean? Like, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But Persona 5, was a game that I had on hold for a very, very, very long time, just because of the fact I know that when I start playing that game, I'm just going to completely immerse myself into it. Nothing else matters. Eating doesn't matter. Going somewhere doesn't matter. And nothing matters anymore at that point.
It's Corona time. Where are you going to go?
Yeah.
Where are you going to go exactly?
But this is
best
the
girl,
thing, though.
It's got to be Makoto.
You said who now?
Who's best girl, though? It's got to be Makoto.
Makoto.
Yeah, okay.
Makoto.
We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
Exactly. See, like, of course, great minds think alike. You feel me? But that leads me to what's been happening. Me. The fact that I actually had this casual time to just go ahead and do that. You know, I'm a streamer. I like streaming on Twitch. However, recently I haven't been able to actually stream.
Oh, wow. What's going on with that?
Just play Persona on stream anyway. But nah, I don't do that. I never played Persona on stream just because of the fact I like to completely immerse myself. I never got the time to actually do that. And that's why I never played Persona 5 up until really last week type of thing. But the reason why I can't stream right now is because I got hit with a false copyright claim. And it's really a killer, these false copyright claims, because from what I've seen, it's basically anyone can make them. Don't necessarily know how they're created, but these people will come through, they'll try to impersonate a company, they'll try to claim whatever you're trying to push out, and yeah, you'll get struck down for it until you do a whole, until you dispute it and everything. And right now it's hard because they got COVID and everything going on right now. There's been a lot of Twitch issues just because of the fact there's been more Twitch streamers home, meaning of course there's going to be more people being able to complain about their issues.
Of course.
With that being said, it took them longer to get back to me. It is wild to me. They got back to me, told me, after I explained the whole situation to them, how it's a false copyright claim, how this person is going around targeting certain streamers because of what they stream.
Wow.
They said, send this to a different department. Send what you just sent to us to a different department, which is wild to me. As they said, if you're suspended, you can submit whatever you have to say right here. I did that, and they said, well, you know what? Why don't you go over there for us? Do that instead.
We ain't got time
to me. So now I gotta wait for that.
Pretty much, we ain't got time for your bullshit. Send it to somebody else.
It's been really wild to me and really weird to me. I don't know, man. It's been fun though, because I got to play Persona, but at the same time, I would really like to stream.
Make that money, man. Yeah, we get you.
I wanted to make YouTube videos, and I started making YouTube videos since I couldn't stream again. But the thing that happened with that, one of my videos that I was recording, my PC just restarted, just crashed on me in the middle of me trying to record it. And that kind of killed my motivation for recording during this little time. I'm just going to wait till I get up and running for streaming. And then I'll edit whatever. And yeah.
Jeez, no, that sucks to hear, man. Like, it sounds like that person who's been like doing those copyright strikes must be like a serial killer out on the loose trying to kill these channels for real.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Fate Grand Order.
No. Can you explain it to us?
That's a mobile gacha game.
Okay.
It has its own story, but it derives from the Fate series, of course. Fate Stay Night. With that, this guy's going around trying to target people who stream Fate Grand Order. Normally, it's been the people who have been at the top of the directory at the time. And almost every time I stream Fate Go, I'm normally top 3, if not top, when it comes to streaming Fate Go. It's not that big of a directory, but I mean, the fans of Fate Grand Order love watching people who play Fate Go, and surprisingly, it's just not too many people who actually stream Fate Go. So I'm lucky there. But the problem is with that, it's also a lot easier for people to find you. And of course, I say it's a problem. That should be a good thing, right? But in this case, it's a bad thing. He found me and multiple other Fate Grand Order streamers, and took down our streams, and they've been claiming our emoticons, they've been claiming our sub badges, yada yada yada, basically saying that. First of all, they're posing as Aniplex. Y'all probably heard of Aniplex before, right? Yeah. They're posing as Aniplex, and you would think Twitch would pick up on the fact that this is obviously a fake copyright claim, because we're getting these notices that our stuff has been taken down, and we compared our notices to one another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost every single one of these notices have a different copyright claimant name under the same email. So it'll say Aniplex USA, Aniplex Official, Aniplex DW Japan, like that type of thing.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like, bro, this is obvious fake. It's obviously fake. It's no way. And I've been in contact with Aniplex before myself. That wasn't even the email that's actually associated with Aniplex. So I just don't understand how Twitch even allowed this to slide. It's obviously fake, but
might be a good YouTube video.
Yeah, that's actually, it's funny because I actually recorded a video for that. I recorded it. But the thing is, I said in the video they hadn't gotten back to me yet, and then literally like yesterday or 2 days ago they got back to me, and then I was like, oh frick, now I gotta record it again.
That sucks.
I gotta do a new outline. Man, I'm gonna do that. It's just that I got too deep into Persona at the time. I told y'all, once I got into that, it was no going back. It was no going back.
It consumed my life when it first came out, like 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I just remember my parents walking in my room like, "You're still playing this game?"
Exactly.
And it was 3 weeks later, and I was like, "Yeah."
Yep. And it was funny because I told my homies, I said, "I'll be right back. This seems like it's about to be the end of the game." And this was like at 1 o'clock. It was in a party chat. Bradley actually joined the party. We were on Xbox, so I was on an Xbox app, and Bradley joined my party. I saw when he joined, but I had everybody muted because I was playing the game. I was immersed. Yeah, that was at 1 o'clock afternoon. I didn't finish playing the game until 4 o'clock in the morning the next day. So what I thought was the end, I mean, it was the end. It's just that the end is very long.
It was the end.
No, because once you get to that dungeon, you're like, "Oh, I'm done with the game," and then you're like, "Fuck, there's like 10 hours more."
Lobbing 11 bosses at you one after another. It's like, when does it stop? And then the final boss, without spoiling too much, for me personally, just the way that I played against them, it was boring. I was just doing the same stuff over and over and over again, but it just took forever to beat them. So that's also what took a long time. It took me like an hour or something to beat them. Forever.
Oh man, no, man, I hope everything works out between you and your Twitch channel. Honestly, that is some BS, and honestly, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad that hopefully hopefully it's going to get through, and you'll get the right people, and they're going to like take this person down, because it seems like this person. I guarantee this person is probably another Twitch streamer who's trying to get his numbers up.
That might actually be the case. I actually didn't think about that. It might be. I thought it would just be, honestly, just some viewer being an asshole.
Yeah.
Just someone who doesn't even stream. But now I think about it, it might be someone trying to get to the top. But at the same time, when it comes to figure and order, in my opinion, you don't need to do that to get to the top. Honestly, if you're just consistent, especially if you start streaming in the morning, Eastern time would be for me in the morning. I don't know how it would be for other time zones, of course. But, I mean, you start off in the morning, you'll end up at the top at some point, from what I've seen. It's been really weird. Something else, though, with this. I was really hoping that I would be able to come back this week, or maybe last week, because my merch came in, as y'all can see. And I really wanted to show this.
Slight plug.
Nice.
Slight plug.
Right now.
It's like, you see the bag, you feel me?
I'll
probably give back that way.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Did you make that? Did you make that logo, Don?
I actually had one of my friends make. Oh, you talking about this right here?
Yeah.
This was handled by my homie Yoro. That's really the only thing I know about. He made this, and then one of my other homies, Carlos, he made the design on the back. I couldn't really show you guys without taking my hoodie off, but
man, hey, give us the link, and we'll link that in our description for this video.
Well, the thing is, though, it's not live yet.
It's not live? Okay.
Yeah, this is really a sample. This is really a sample. I wanted to see how this will look before I start selling stuff.
Mhm.
I see some things that I don't like that I myself can edit. Cause I did edit this and I edited the graphic on the back as well, but I can change it up a little bit more. And I'm also going to be adding more stuff when selling this. It's not just a hoodie. It's going to be t-shirts. Nobody's going to buy no damn hoodie in the summer, bro. Ain't nobody doing it. But
wait till it gets a little colder. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, you can pull a Kanye and this can be like your fall line coming out.
That type of thing.
Honestly,
but
man.
For after I get that up, then I'm gonna start lobbing it out there.
DBZenkai Yeezys out here.
DBZenkai Yeezys.
It's crazy because I actually think, what is it? Streamlabs? It's someplace where you can actually sell your own shoes if you put your own design on it and everything. I think it's Streamlabs. I could be wrong.
Yo, bet.
It actually is pretty cool, but I don't know if people would want to wear some shoes with my name on it.
The Zenkai Air 11s.
Everybody rocking Jordan.
I bet Jordan also felt the same thing. He's like, why would people want to wear my shoes? And then like literally everybody wears fucking Jordans right now.
But the thing is though, he's a professional basketball player. People gonna look at my shoes and be like, "Hey, yo, what?"
One second. Let me correct you right there. Okay, so do you guys know who Janet Garcia is? The weather girl, the Mexican weather girl. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I've heard
the
of
Mexican.
It, I think
the Mexican. Ivy, come on, what the fuck, man? Yeah, she's got a big posterior, as I would like to believe. We try to keep it PG because we got a lot of comments about how sexist we are, even though we're not. Shout out to all the angry liberals, guys. Fuck y'all.
That tells I don't want no part of this.
So yeah, so she was dating this guy who I think is a Twitch streamer, and he plays Call of Duty, and he broke up with her legit because he just wanted to play more Call of Duty. I'm like,
no, actually, what happened was like she wanted him to stop playing Call of Duty for her or some shit like that, and like that's his livelihood.
Yeah,
I mean, that is true. Like, I wonder how much money they'll make, because she is a very famous reporter. So I guess like she probably had enough money. She was making enough money to the point where she probably support both of them without him having to make Twitch money or wherever stream money, whether he was like doing YouTube or Mixer or whatever. You know.
At the end of the day, he wanted his entertainment though. Well, you can't just tell somebody to stop doing this stuff for. I don't know. If it's harmless. Honestly, like genuinely harmless, I don't see.
Yeah, I mean, like, if this dude was like gaming, like, let's say he pulled a U Donnell, it's 1 p.m. I can finish this in the next hour. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, that might be a pause for alarm.
And I'm single for a good reason. I don't want no text. Call me. No, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care. Not right now.
I guess.
When the Xbox, you see the grill on the Xbox, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. It's like, nah. When it comes to that, though, or at least in regards to me, right now, I just know I wouldn't want to put my time into a relationship. There's been times where, I would say periods. There's been periods in my life before in the past where that I wouldn't mind. And at the time, I did. It's like, if she wanted me to call her, which would be, I don't know, I guess you could say my exes up to this point. If they want me to call them, I would just drop it and call them. And I would be fine with that. Right now, though, nah. No, I'm cool. I'm cool on it right now. I don't even want a relationship right now. I'm chilling.
Hey, Donna, talk to them Simps real quick. Can you do like a lecture on how to get help and tell these Simps to stop doing this shit, honestly?
Stop doing what?
Like what you just said, man. Like, I don't need a relationship. I'm cool. I'm doing me. Talk to these Simps.
Oh, y'all want some advice from somebody who used to be a simp? People not even hip to that. I used to be a simp. People don't even know about that. But I graduated. I leveled up.
He graduated from Simp University.
Here's the thing, Don. Here's the thing. We know way too many Simps, and we have unfortunately, a lot of people we know and we consider brothers are simps. So it's very unfortunate. We're not going to take any names for obvious reasons, but they know who they are and they're probably listening. So the problem is we want someone who understood that yes, he was a simp, and you like you mentioned right now that you were a simp, but you leveled up. So what did you do to level up? Like, because I think people are bored of our opinions. So
I'm gonna use basketball right here. Anybody play basketball? Anybody? Nobody? All right. Well, I'm gonna just give you a situation. You start driving into the lane, right? Thinking you about to get to the goal, right? Thinking about to get to the hoop. Mm-hmm. And then you get these big, tall defenders pulling up on you, trying to stop you, right? Are you going to keep pushing through there knowing damn well you're going to get blocked every single time? Or are you going to take a step back, reevaluate, and run a better play? People don't like taking a step back. They just want to take it to the rim all hard. They can't do that. You got to take a step back. Once you start playing the game smarter, you're going to start to get more buckets. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's really what I understood. I said, you know what? I'm going way too hard out here trying to, y'all know. I was trying to do way too much.
Exactly.
And I said, you know what? If I just chill out for a sec, do me. I'm not going to be as stressed. I'm not going to be losing as much time because people sleep on this. You can put a lot of time into someone just for them to just waste that shit. It's not worth it. Is it really worth it to go through all that? You don't want to go into that paint all hard with all them defenders. You don't want to get blocked every time. You want a good shot percentage. So take your step back, reevaluate the stuff, and then start trying to figure out a good way to get to the goal. And one way you could do that is just start working on yourself. Honestly, start working on yourself. Try to live like the way you want to live rather than trying. And this is what a lot of people will try to do. They'll try to change themselves so that the person they like can try to like them. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. They might give you a time of day every now and then, maybe. They ain't going to really bang with you like that genuinely. It's not going to work out like that. You start trying to focus on your own stuff, own self. Start trying to boss up on your own stuff. You'll naturally start attracting more people, I feel like. And that's what happened with me. Not to brag or anything like that, but it's like when I started really not focusing on anyone else, people started focusing on me. And you can even reference that back to basketball. When you take that step back, they say, "Oh no, I got to close out on the guy that's about to shoot." Nah. It's like nah, but for real though, when you're just doing your own thing, I feel like people are just gonna gravitate towards you. But regardless, even when that happens, don't jump the gun. Don't do it. Still, just do your own thing. You'll know when the time is right. I feel like you're not gonna gain nothing by trying to force it though. You're not gonna gain anything. Just do your own thing. It'll come.
I'm the same way, man. Hey, listen, I used to be a simp too.
I know. Nah, this one thing I do know for a fact. Y'all talking about some funny stories y'all want from Bradley? Nah, Bradley was a simp. He was a simp. He was.
Like I said, I
know. He was a simp. Every single day in AP something.
Hey, man, you can tell stories, though. I tell you right now, I was a simp.
It was. It's okay, though.
Hey, man, like you, I graduated. I realized, man, I'm doing too much fucking work right now, man. What the fuck am I doing?
See, now this is the thing with me though. Like when I would go into the paint, I took a little pro hop, would try to do a little Euro step or something like that. Bradley just went with the head down and just kept driving, and he just.
Man, I was trying to put my Shaquille O'Neal on him, man. What are you talking about?
You try to play like Shaq? You was about as big as Muggsy Bogues trying to go in the paint. Cuz over here 5'3" trying to do some footwork.
If you got hops like Nate Robinson, you can get up there, bro.
Man, he jumped like
hops, you can get up there.
He jumped like Steve Novak.
That's a throwback.
Oh man.
But actually,
what's the ultimate?
I guess we were kind of going to talk about this with you, Danielle. So, like, can you kind of talk about your journey to YouTube? Because you do have a good following from what Brad's told us.
YouTube? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like how you got into it and what really helped you grow your channel. So.
Okay. Exactly do you want me to start? There's actually different starting points. Do y'all want the extremely long story? Y'all want the long story? Or y'all want a brief summary?
We have time. We have time.
We have time, man. Like, we can go for 2 hours. You can go for 3 hours if you really want to right now.
It's up to
you.
We still got more topics we want to talk to you about.
You can talk about the hard times too, the tough times of being a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer. Yeah.
Like times where you felt like, man, I'm not sure I can do this anymore, or like this is starting to become like more like a full-time job, or I'm starting to get a lot more out of it the more I put in.
All right, let me ask this question.
Go ahead.
In regards to y'all, have you ever sat there, maybe at any point in time when you were little, you saw somebody else doing something content creation wise? Back then, that was just called to you just making YouTube videos or being a YouTuber, of course. And you said, okay, I want to do this myself. You ever did that?
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah.
All right. For me, that was Chris Move. Anybody watch Chris Move?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sure.
So that was back when I was like in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it though because I asked my mother back then. I don't think the Elgato was even out. The HD PVR was the thing. I asked my mother if she could give me an HD PVR, and she wasn't going to buy me that. She didn't even understand what it did. It was like $60. She wasn't about to spend $60 for something she didn't even understand for herself. And on top of that, it's crazy thinking back. I didn't even have like a laptop to really even do it, but I just knew if I had that HD PVR, I was going to be good though. You feel me? But eventually, graduate from high school and everything, and I catch back up with an old friend I used to play Xbox with.
Mm-hmm.
His name is iShooks. Come to find out, he actually was being a YouTuber. He had about 20,000 subs on YouTube at the time, maybe 15,000. I can't remember the exact number. But I was just thinking to myself, oh, that's really cool. I've always wanted to do that. And he told me I could. It's not hard. You just got to do it. And I told him, no, I can't. I don't have an HD PVR. And, I wasn't looking to really buy anything at the time because I knew for myself that YouTube can go wrong really quick. And I don't want to be one of those guys that just go out there, buy all the equipment. And this is something I would not recommend to anybody. Don't ever go out there, buy all the equipment and just think you're going to be good. I promise you, start as small as you possibly can, then work your way up. Not as small as you possibly can. Use your resources. I'll say that. Use your resources. So people over here.
Don't smoke signals.
That joy is wild because, like, I would say use as low as you possibly can. Some people will be over there thinking, okay, I can use my phone. If you have a laptop, please use your laptop, sir. Something. Do something. But that was the thing. He told me that I could use the Xbox companion app to actually record my gameplay, do live commentary and stuff like that. I said, okay, I'll do it. Didn't think the stuff would turn out well. It didn't turn out well. My first few videos actually did perform well, though, if I recall correctly. I think my second video got double digits. I say double digits. Nah, that's like 5 digits. But I say double digits. I hop on YouTube. It'll have 2 digits that have a K. You know what I mean? So it was just double digits for me. I got like 16,000, something like that on there. And I said, wow. So with this being done, I can actually do well on YouTube. Like recording like this, editing like this. And I had downloaded Sony Vegas onto my laptop and everything. That's what I was using to edit. I didn't even use Photoshop at first. I had this photo editing software. It was nothing really popping, if that makes any sense. Started from there, just kept doing stuff. And eventually certain videos started doing well. And the game, I don't know if y'all ever played it, Xenoverse 2 came out.
Of course.
Oh,
and
I have it on Switch.
Yeah, and not too many people were actually uploading it and making good videos with it. from what I was seeing. It was about a small handful, a very small handful. I said, you know what? I'll do it. Why not? And this is even relatable to the fake Grand Order thing. You guys know how I told you about how there's a lot of people who are interested in the fake Go, but at the same time, it's not too many people who stream it. Same case with this. There wasn't too many good Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 YouTubers. So when I started uploading and I was making good videos, people naturally just started clicking on my videos. They were watching me and having fun. But I feel like my biggest problem was that I upload too much Xenoverse 2 without trying to branch out. So it made it a lot harder to branch out afterwards because, of course, the game's going to die. But, I mean, that's really, in short terms, how I got from where I am, or from where I was to where I am. It was honestly through just me uploading the right thing at the right time. And getting here. I've been uploading a lot recently, though, because I'm kind of honestly not feeling YouTube. It doesn't feel like YouTube anymore. It honestly just feels like whatever is allowed to. It's not you. There's no you in the YouTube anymore, man. And that's how it was back then with me. I would upload any old bullshit that would pop up in my mind, and people would love it. I can't do that. Now I gotta just think of something that follows certain guidelines and all this other stuff. And with that being said, I started streaming a whole lot more. One way that I grew my Twitch channel is by letting people know on my YouTube channel that I would start streaming, and we would do tournaments and things like that on my Twitch channel. So ended up, where am I at right now? I'm over 7,000 followers on Twitch. On YouTube, I have like 43,000 or something like that. But I mean, I feel like I could do well with YouTube. I could have done a lot better with YouTube if I had just started branching out earlier.
Okay, man. Hey, that's a huge milestone, man. We hope just to achieve where you're at right now.
I mean, it can happen. It's not guaranteed, but at the same time, it's not unobtainable.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
What do you think was the biggest drive to getting the viewer count you have? Just content that people wanted to watch with Dragon Ball Z?
The biggest thing that made people want to watch what I was uploading?
Or like just comment, subscribe.
I'm be real. As I said, the whole not being able to be the you with the YouTube anymore, that's one thing that hurts me. Back then, I was honestly just uploading, saying any old wild stuff that came to mind. I'm a lot more filtered than what I used to be, but at the same time, I like the way I currently am now. But at the same time, back then, I could tell that content was a lot more entertaining because of the fact I hop on there and say anything, and whoever would come on there with me, they were allowed to say anything. Exactly. I couldn't even edit my videos too well back then. I'm a lot better at editing now, but majority of people who have watched my videos up to this point will tell you back then was really when the videos were a lot more entertaining because we say and do anything and it ended up being funny to people.
Yeah.
And with that being the case with Dragon Ball, a lot of people weren't approaching the game the way we did. We had the series called Hood Battles.
I was gonna say that. And I love that series, man.
Yeah, Bradley.
I laughed every time. Every time. It was probably the best series that you guys ever did on YouTube. I was like, I always ask you, when you bringing that back?
And I would incorporate rap and all this other stuff into the series. Nobody else was doing that with Xenoverse. I mean, they would make, I don't know, C-Reacts actually made a Pokemon, what's that Pokemon rap? He made a song with Xenoverse 2. But nobody was doing the exact stuff that I and my homies were doing on there. It's even one time we made a Xenoverse 2 disc track and some other stuff like that. Like, people love that. People love that. But because of the fact, you get a yellow dot, you're not going to get paid anymore. You're not even going to be able to upload this if it has so-and-so many curse words. And the thing is, with the yellow dot, you would think, oh, well, that's just you being money hungry or whatever. Thing is, they won't show your videos off as much if you start getting that yellow dot. Because they know they can't make money. YouTube can't make money off of your videos as much because it's not but so many ads. They're not going to show your video off as much.
Mm.
So, I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? Do I keep making the same stuff, knowing gosh darn well this isn't really going to work? Or do I just try to do my own thing? I just decided, you know, I'll just do my own thing. And my own thing is to just go on Twitch and try to have more fun on there because on Twitch, I can basically do what I want.
Yeah.
For the most part. As long as I'm not doing something that's way too wild, I just do what I want.
As long as I show no nipple, you're fine.
Can't show no nipples, but I can show my feet, though.
It was leads us
Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about that now?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That's
Tell
nice.
them to
I
pics
love
on
that
Twitch.
pivot, Scotty.
All right. So let me just throw that on out there. Yeah, I put my feet up on my stream on Twitch. Long story short, we have this
Are you opening up
ongoing
an
need.
OnlyFans soon?
Oh
Are you
yeah,
opening up an OnlyFans?
that's coming soon for sure. But there's this ongoing meme when it comes to my Twitch channel where we talk about feet, right? I actually made a video on YouTube about was it Ishtar from Figure and on her feet and everything. But it's like it's the ongoing thing. It's an inside thing, you know what I mean? Where we just all laugh about it, whatever. So every time we pull up to another streamer's stream for a raid or something like that, exclamation point feet pics, every single time. And we got into the topic about my feet that day on stream. And I said, I don't know what was going on that day, but I said, you know what? Next person who subs, I'm going to allow my foot up here on stream for y'all. But I wasn't going to take the sock off. But I said that just because I had a hole in the bottom of it, I'll show y'all. Sounds crazy. It was a very crazy thing. And somebody, I think it was Corey who actually subbed, Bradley.
Corey?
But I don't think he actually meant to do it to get the foot. I think that he actually was just subbing. Matter of fact, he said he was just subbing. I just lobbed it up there, and people were like, "Show it without the sock." And I said, "All right, bet. Well, if y'all allow me 5 subs, then y'all can get it without the sock." Just like that, I made $25 to show my foot on stream. So I'm just saying. With that being said, if y'all want to be great out here, don't be ashamed to show a little big toe every now and then. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta flex it. You just gotta flaunt it.
All right, let's show our feet on 3, guys. Let's show our feet on 3. Who's ready?
Y'all go on that. I'm gonna go on about my foot. Y'all have a good day.
Oh my god, man, that's crazy. No, it kind of reminds me of this happened to us when we were at a bar. Remember that 21-year-old girl trying to get us to show our abs at her for her 21st birthday?
She wants to take off her shirts. Yeah.
Literally, that was a callback, and she literally hey, can you guys take off your shirts and show us your abs on our cameras so I can take a picture for this, my friend? And we're like, no, we're good, bye. Honestly, man, I'm trying to say, man, look, if all 5 of us could start an OnlyFans, we make some serious money out here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
all right,
make a calendar for every month.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm down. That's the thing. I'm down. I'm literally down to do it because I want more money now. I need capital to other business ventures. Because I'm like, yo, I want to start my own production house, man. I'm like, yo, let's go. Let's get this bread, man. Seriously.
All right. When we gonna get that Bradley and Benny what's it called? Collaboration. We need that. That's what the people need, right? B&B, we need that, right?
Hey, chocolate and caramel, just wait, baby, just wait.
You throw the left foot up there, he throw up the right. You feel me? So,
No, are you the director all of a sudden, man? Are you the porn director right now?
Oh, bro, I'm trying to be
director of content.
I'm a foot pimp. I told y'all this. I'm a foot pimp. I told y'all this before we started recording. I'm down to be a foot pimp. I'll put people on. You feel me? You make the money, but you gotta give me the money. Right? I'm gonna give you a cut. Right?
Wait.
I'm gonna make sure you get the audience to even make the money in the first place. You know, you feel me? I can lie to you people. You just gotta show the feet off. You feel me?
Hey, for any of you who's watching this, listen, my man Donnell, he can put you on right now, all right? His information be in the description. Just he'll let you know.
He can hook you up. He can hook you up.
Hey, Donnell, man, you make a pretty good offer, man.
I'm just saying, do you want to get to this bread or not? I'm just saying.
Oh,
we're gonna make a subreddit of feet pics, you know?
Yeah, dude. Wait, Donnell, are there like DMs in Twitch? Like Twitch messaging?
They do have that, but you can't send pictures on there or anything like that. Oftentimes people don't even use the whispers unless people are trying to spam. You know what I mean? Or send some fake links or anything like that. People, for the most part, when they want to talk, they just go to Discord or to Twitter.
Yeah, that pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Why you ask though? Why? What's up?
I was just asking because
I mean, about lobbing something my way. What's up?
hey, if there's another way we can make some money. You know, we could probably do some Twitch or YouTube. You know what I mean?
No, you can't post it on YouTube though. When I did make that video on Ishtar, see now Ishtar is a 2D character. Imagine a 3D character. It hit me with a yellow dot for that. See, imagine a 3D person up there.
Hold up, cuz.
I did say a 3D character, like a real person. You feel me?
Pop, Don, I don't know what you be watching, man.
What you mean?
I ain't about to touch that.
Rad's out. He's out.
I ain't out, man. I may be down, but I'm not out. I'll tell you that.
That's good.
Oh man, but let's move on to a little more. I guess if we get off to the more nastier topic, let's move on to Donnell. I know you're the lord of anime. For those people out there watching this, Donnell knows his anime inside and out. Ask him any question, he'll probably answer it with the exact episode and the exact time when you go to the watch.
I don't, and see now that's your biggest problem. A lot of people assume that anime watchers or manga readers, especially manga readers, if someone's an anime only, a lot of people will automatically assume that someone can point them to a direct chapter in the manga. Be like, hey, yo, where do I start the manga off if I want to finish after this? I don't know. I was reading that joint while it was on. I don't remember the number. I don't read the number when I get there. I read the text that is in a speech bubble. If it's not in a speech bubble, it's not being read. Simple. No, but go on, Bradley. I'm just messing with you.
No. But just to continue on, so really interrupted, Donnell. I was gonna say, what are some animes to get our significant other into if they're not into watching anime? Like what's like a nice kind of romantic anime or a nice little neutral calm anime to kind of just wet their feet and to get them started to get into anime, you know?
See, now, the thing is, when it comes to getting into... you wet feet every day, Ryan.
It was nice. It was nice. A little smooth right there. You didn't even notice.
Guys.
We just went off about feet for like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Right. When it comes to putting people onto anime for the first time, and I'm assuming these are people who don't think much of anime.
Yeah.
Normally, you don't want to throw something at them that's too lighthearted. You want to hit them where it hurts. Hit them in the emotions. Exactly. Know what I'm saying? That not even that. Nah, you gotta make them take a step back and be like, "Oh shit, damn, what you ready to do in the next episode?" type of thing. So normally that means you gotta lob them something that isn't meant for kids. You know what I mean? So honestly, regardless of whether the anime is even good or not in people's opinion, I feel like anime that have been effective for me in regards to getting other people into anime who originally weren't into anime. Erased. That's what it's called in English, right? Yeah, Erased. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. Yeah, Erased is one good anime to lob at people. Future Diary, and this you said women, so I'm thinking of women while making this. Yeah, like Future Diary is a good one to lob. Parasite's a good one to lob. You really just the thing with Parasite though, I would only recommend doing that to somebody who doesn't get grossed out too easily.
Yeah, that's true. Parasite is a very body horror anime.
Yeah. But yeah, stuff like that. It's honestly a lot. Like there's tons of anime out there that you could honestly lob out to somebody.
Well, there's Naruto. I mean,
The thing when it comes to shonen,
Yeah,
I
that
actually
one
have a
starts
shonen
me off.
recommendation, and as much as I honestly, I'm kind of neutral on the series right now. My Hero, it works. It works.
Yeah.
Women like
Yeah, My Hero works.
It
My
works.
Hero works.
I like.
Yeah, I got
Me
my
personally, I
girlfriend
don't
like-
love the series, but I know that women love the series. And with that being said, it works.
I mean, it's the gold. Think about it. It's the golden era of superheroes because like literally everybody is making superhero movies. You're literally just watching so many superhero movies with Marvel and DC and all that stuff. So it's something in the lines of that. So like it's enough to like
I think it's
get
just purely
people
character
interested.
interactions.
Hello.
Yo,
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So my screen just went off. I'll just be back in like 5.
Oh, don't worry, man. No, but Benny, I know you're not a big fan of this anime, but I know me, Iverson, I know you like anime too, Donnell. The Promised Neverland.
I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
read the
not that I
manga for
don't
that.
like it. It just creeped me out.
I read the manga for that. That's also something that is cool if they have an attention span. Like have a good little attention span for real. If they don't have that, that's not something that I would recommend, honestly. Reason being, even though it's cool for anime watchers, some people when they're getting into that, they got this meet him mentality where they need something to happen.
Yeah,
within
they need action.
4 episodes type of thing. Even though there's something that, well, I don't want to spoil. I ain't even gonna say anything. Even though there's content that would entertain people early on in The Promised Neverland.
Mm-hmm.
There's a stretch of episodes where if you got that meathead mentality, you need some action, you need something. You're just gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be like, hey yo, like what they doing? They've been talking a lot. I ain't here for the talking. What's going on?
Honestly, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I do feel you on that, Donnell. It is like it's a lot of setup, is what it is. And if you do, it rewards people who really like to sit with it and pay attention. And you get a nice little cherry at the end of the road. A nice little something something. I'm not gonna say too much.
Y'all gonna like season 2 though. Y'all gonna like that.
Oh, you read it? You read it already?
Yeah, it's cool. Y'all gonna like season 2 a lot. I feel like it's gonna be way more entertaining anime wise than
shit
what we've gotten. Like way more entertaining. The manga, in my opinion, was more entertaining in the first part than the part that's about to come up. But it's just knowing how anime works and everything, how things are going to be in motion. You know what I mean? I feel like the anime is actually going to be more entertaining than season 1. Season 2 of the anime is going to be more entertaining than season. If that makes any sense. That makes sense?
How you doing, Mo? You good?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like my computer just crashed and then it's like back to normal. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. So
Hey, man,
perks of using an Apple and a Mac with a Windows setting. It's like I'm using a Windows OS on a Mac. So I'm cheap as hell. So I'm just like saving up money to buy either a new laptop or make do with the new one and buy either a new PS or Xbox. So I don't know at this point. I'm like priorities.
Donnell, I want to ask you this question, Donnell, because we had a huge conversation in our group chat yesterday about this. The new Xbox or the PS5?
PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. Get a PC and a PlayStation 5. Don't get no damn Xbox. You're gonna make me upset if you get an Xbox, man.
I agree.
And that's my take. And that's my
well,
take.
I've been an Xbox loyalist, but I'm willing to expand. I'm willing to expand. I'm willing to expand. Not gonna lie. I'm willing to expand.
I got a lot of them up here since everyone else did.
See, I'm kind of the same way.
But it's like what he said though. I just feel like you can get all the Xbox exclusives on a PC. Like,
yeah,
honestly, like it's just like for me, like what do I like the most? I like RPGs and storytelling games, and that's what PlayStation is about. And so, like with me, Xbox, like there's occasional shooters, but I can live them out, live without them. And also, like crossplay is becoming a thing. And
Yeah.
so with that, I mean, like, we literally can all play together on the big games, like the fact that the Call of Duty game, regardless of Warzone, but just in general, like their multiplayer, if you buy it, you can play with other people from different consoles. I think that, like, is just impressive. And, like, that's just changing the way things are done.
Exactly. And the problem is with Microsoft is that they don't have, like Benny, you're talking about, like, if they would have gotten Star Wars The Fallen Order as an exclusive deal for Xbox or some
Yeah, that
big
would have been
exclusive
big.
title, then yeah. But like, I mean, I like Infamous, and I couldn't play Infamous. You know, I want to play the new Spider-Man game. If this new Batman game is coming out, if Xbox can get that all to itself, that will help drive people over to that. You know, have Sony be the Marvel console and Xbox be the DC console. That's a really good way just to lure people who want to play a certain type of game. But unfortunately, Xbox next generation may have the more power output, maybe spec wise, the better console.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't really care about like specs and everything if I can't play the games I want to play on it, and I can still play those same games on a PS5 and still get the same amount of enjoyment like I will get even more on PS5 than an Xbox Series X. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, if you really think about it, like the Uncharted series, the Uncharted series are amazing. Last of Us is like brilliant.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Last of Us 2 is coming out, if I'm not mistaken, or has it come out?
Yeah, it's coming out, but it got
Last of Us
spoiled the
is
shit
coming
out of.
Yeah, the whole game got
Yeah.
spoiled. But don't please, people, don't look for the spoilers and enjoy the game the way it was meant to be intended. And
Yeah, I did,
actually
and I'm a
play it.
little upset.
Like don't
Yeah,
be
I
a
did.
Benny.
I did the same for Avengers Endgame, guys, and trust me, like the experience in the theater was amazing. But then
Yeah.
I saw the bootleg fucking copy of Avengers Endgame, and guys, I remember. Okay, so I'll explain this
Gotta swap me.
simply. Yeah, I remember. No, I remember the scene where Captain Rogers says Avengers assemble, and I remember howling throughout my like just shouting in my apartment. And my roommate, who ordinarily doesn't ever step out of his fucking room because he's either building a time machine or jerking off or doing both, he came out and he was like, yo, you good? Like, do you need me to call you, like, help or something? I'm like, no, trust me, I'm watching Avengers Endgame. And he had the most judgmental expression on his face, and a little brown, and I didn't realize how insulting a judgmental expression can be when I saw it on a little brown man. Trust me, it's bad. It's bad, guys. Trust me. Like, when a 5'4" gives you the judgmental look, it's bad, guys. It's bad. So yeah, so coming back to what Brad was saying, yeah, just enjoy it. Enjoy the game as it was meant to be. Don't spoil it for yourself or for others. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, no.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, honestly, that person who actually spoiled the game, I mean,
It's a douchebag.
Yeah, that's a big move, honestly.
I mean, wasn't he working there?
Was he working
No,
there?
so apparently he found some hack with like the Uncharted 3 multiplayer and got inside like the database of Naughty Dog. And like that's how he was able to he grabbed like 1 terabyte of shit, and then that's when he started posting it.
Jesus.
What an asshole. What an
Yeah.
asshole.
I mean, one thing that does have me worried about getting a PS5 is just that the hacks that Sony has had in the past, and I like Microsoft, like knock on wood, has never been hacked before.
That's true. Yeah.
So like that's the only thing. Like putting your personal information out on a web, like I just got my identity stolen.
I mean, Xbox has been hacked before. Microsoft has. Don't y'all remember around the holidays that one year?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean someone hacking like the Xbox Series X, the new Xbox console?
No, they hacked into Xbox, PlayStation. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Sony went back in the PS3, just had shitty network security, and they buffed it up this time around. Because I think it's been mostly problem-free, besides like hackers who just kind of spam the servers until they crash. But they did that during Christmas with both consoles. So I mean, like in that sense, like I think for the most part, this console generation has kind of been soundproof in terms of hacks.
Yeah. Like the only thing I've heard about this generation that's been kind of worrisome is just that person apparently he hacked the new Xbox Series X, but apparently it was apparently some guy hacked with Xbox Series X, got like the schematics or something, but apparently like Microsoft, the team at Microsoft is not even worried because it's nothing really too serious for him to have really. But yeah.
Okay.
So we done now. I know we had a debate in our group chat a couple weeks back. And kind of going back to anime. Okay. What's the GOAT? Which show is the GOAT?
Cowboy Bebop.
And if you can't think of one, get like a top 3. No worries.
The greatest in what regard? Because this is the way I look at it. When you consider something to be the greatest, and you're just trying to enforce that, I feel like you have to bring up a certain stat. So in what regard?
Ooh,
or a certain category.
I mean, let's say storyline.
Like,
like story
that people judge, right? Like, or just people who don't like anime. What's the anime that people are like, "Whoa, I didn't know anime could be that."
Yeah. Exactly.
So, what's the best anime in regards to, I guess, shock factor for newcomers?
I guess hooking newcomers would probably be a better way to explain it.
What's the best thing to hook newcomers? That's actually very, very hard to say, considering the fact that so many people are into different things. I feel like Attack on Titan probably does one of the best jobs in that regard, though, just because of the fact. I mean, the first episode, they hit you with a lot of stuff.
They did.
What studio handled that perfectly? Hiroyuki Sawano on the music, my favorite composer. They just, that was a very good.
It's kind of sad how they ruined their hype though. Like that second season took like 5 years. Yeah. At that point, most people just didn't care.
That was so weird to me.
Just to wait
that it took that long. Well, I understand why. This is the thing. For the people who don't know this, Attack on Titan comes out monthly. This is not an anime or a manga that comes out weekly like My Hero or anything weekly. I mean, weekly Shonen Jump, Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball.
I didn't know that.
My Hero, One Piece type of thing. This comes out every month. Something along the lines of, I don't know if you guys ever seen Seraph of the End. What else comes out monthly? Twin Star Exorcist. I wouldn't recommend watching that anime. Read the manga, but it's one of those things that come out every month rather than every week. So.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good one. I partially agree, but I have to disagree. Again, for me, this is probably my best anime. I still love this anime. It has to be The Promised Neverland for me. It's just
the hook people.
Yeah, because the way it ends on the first episode, I feel like a lot of people just have to know what happens next. Just the way everything ends and the way how, okay, now what? I think that anime for me does. I think if I was trying to animate anybody who doesn't really like watching anime and not tell them it's anime, because for one thing, they don't use Japanese names. Majority of the characters' names are English names. So, like, it's somebody who has a stigma against anime, you can say, well, this isn't anime. And then once they don't hear like those Japanese names and those cities in Japan or architecture, people, it has a wide cast, so you can't even tell where they're at or what nationality most of them are. So I think that anime for me does it, kind of.
And for me, like I said, it's Cowboy Bebop. Absolutely. Just, I think like that's a show that you would see like here in America and not think it's anime, which I mean, I guess kind of defeats the point. But at the same time, like I just think like the writing and the way the story ends is just so impactful that I haven't really felt that way in like any other anime.
Personally, I would say, I mean, all of you guys know already, my number one undisputed is Hunter x Hunter. Like, I loved every single episode of that show. I would say the worst part of the show, if there is a worst part of the show, is the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people just say. They either say the long-winded narration or they say the beginning.
Yeah. But I mean, I just love everything about the show, the character development and the way the show ended. There's so many like, questions about like, Kurapika and then like this and that, like just questions they couldn't answer because there's like a situation that dealt with, I guess, a producer and all that.
No, the creator isn't writing it.
Yeah.
That's done. That joint ain't coming back.
They finished the writing?
No,
it's just not coming back.
Oh, it's not coming back.
That's why
the quality.
I have this thing when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. I don't recommend it to too many people just because of the fact I don't want them to be faced with that heartbreak. Personally, I watched and read Hunter x Hunter, and it's upsetting when you get to that last chapter, the last one that has been released, and it's just like, all right, what's next? Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing coming out. All right. Well, I guess I'll sit here. It'll come out maybe next year. Oh no, nothing came out. Oh, okay, I guess I'll wait 2 more years. Oh, nothing came out again. All right, I'll wait. And it's just a constant thing, bro. I'm cool.
Just imagine how those Bleach fans felt when Bleach was finally, animated again.
Or reannounced. This is the thing with Bleach. And in regards to Bleach fans on Twitter, I like Bleach. I like the anime. I like the manga.
Yeah.
But Lord have mercy, can the fans be? And they were taking literally everything as a sign that Bleach was coming back, bro. Literally everything.
Bleach back.
Don't be talking shit. When Bleach comes back, they just announced yada yada, bro. It doesn't matter. It's not coming back. This was back like a few years ago. It'd be literally any little thing, and they just swear up and down it's coming out. But then when it was finally announced, people were like, yeah, what you gotta say now? People were like, I don't care. People who didn't like the series, they're like, yo, I don't care.
So
it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
It was announced because everybody kept overreacting every single time that it's coming back. And I'm like, which one is it? So it's news to me that it's coming back.
It's gonna be for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, the final arc of Bleach. And honestly, it's cool. It's crazy to me though. It's crazy to me in regards to Bleach coming back. When the manga ended, you had so many people raging because they disliked how the manga ended. You have so many people raging nowadays because of Period. Period messing up so many series, messed up Naruto, messed up multiple portions of Bleach. A lot of people like to sleep on that. They'll talk about how Bleach or how Naruto had all that filler. Bleach had very poorly placed filler as well. Yeah. Now Naruto was in its own other league, but Bleach's filler was still the content within the filler wasn't bad, but in terms of the placement of it, it was pretty trash, bro.
It was like 50 episodes of fucking filler for Bleach. I
think they had way more than that, to be honest, but I don't know. Regardless, it was pretty trashy in that regard, like poorly placed. And then Period did all these other things, like y'all might watch Black Clover. They messed up certain stuff with Black Clover. Just made certain fights just not have nearly as much impact as they should have had. Kingdom looked disgusting at first. Freaking Twin Star Exorcist got one of the most disrespectful anime adaptations ever. Tokyo Ghoul, disrespectful anime adaptation.
Yeah.
People hate Period, right? Go constantly talking trash about Period. But people over here requesting Bleach to come back. And I don't understand that. That was something that always puzzled me. Now, thankfully, the Bleach anime is not coming back through Period. But that was still something that was always crazy to me. How do you talk so much trash about a studio and then turn around and say, hey, yo, we want you guys to animate something for us that you didn't finish, type of thing. That's kind of weird to me. I don't know.
The only studios I trust when it comes to animation is Bones, Madhouse, and Trigger.
Madhouse. There we go.
Madhouse pretty good.
Madhouse. What'd you say?
Beautiful Table Goat.
Okay. And what anime have they done?
That you would know of, Demon Slayer, Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel. You ever played Tales of, or you ever watched Tales of?
Yeah.
I think they did Tales of, was Zestiria? Zestiria? I don't ever play it, but I know they did that. Also did freaking God Eater's anime adaptation. They do all the God Eater openings. Covein's opening, they did that.
Interesting. Okay.
Kuroko no Basket for our basketball fans out there. Kuroko no Basket.
That was a cool anime.
That was a great.
I need to watch that. Mo, you got anything you want to add on to this anime discussion? What's your go?
Yeah, greatest for me. I weirdly I started watching anime recently. So for me, it was the starting arc of Naruto. Like just Naruto as a child. He really got on my Naruto as a child. Really got on my nerves. Like every time Hokage datte bayo. I'm like, shut the fuck up, kid. Just shut the fuck up. But
He was
then
entertaining though.
It's funny, but then like constantly him and Sasuke at cross, like Sasuke's got these issues with like his fucking brother, and like this motherfucker is just constantly like Hokage datte bayo. I'm like, shut the fuck up and just focus on your shit. But then when you see Naruto grow up and like become the teenager, and then how you see him like master the Sage Mode, master Rasen Shuriken, and like that shit just blows my mind. I'm like, damn,
it's
heartwarming. That entire it's heartwarming, and then you see that character development, and that the maturity set in, and then eventually now like I mean Boruto is trash. I'm just gonna say it, guys. I don't like Boruto because suddenly like now. Yeah, like Naruto suddenly forgets how to do his traditional ninja run. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? Like
the
what
moment
the fuck's going
I saw
on?
they introduced like weapons and like Boruto started to use that weapon, I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
like that
like,
ninja tools.
Yeah. So that's yeah. I mean, it's heartwarming to see some of the old characters. Like we see Shikamaru, and we see we see Sasuke, and we see everyone else, but it's not the same. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not about it, but yes, Naruto was one for me. Bleach was another. I liked the first two seasons. First two seasons were really good. Like I mean, like when they enter into this the
Soul
Serengeti,
Society.
if I'm not mistaken, Soul Society. Yeah.
That to me
when they
was
enter
like
into the Soul Society. Yeah, that was amazing because it's
and then the
who's the guy with the spikes? I keep forgetting his name. He's like, I think Division 12, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Zabuza, right? Oh, that's the name of his sword.
Nah, that's
No, Zabuza is Naruto. Okay,
you're talking about the guy with the blue hair?
What?
No.
Kenpachi.
No,
Kenpachi. I was ready to say, bro, I know the name.
Oh,
Kenpachi.
yeah. Okay.
Kenpachi is, dude, I love that guy because he has nothing like extraordinary about him except like his pure raw strength, and I'm like watching.
You're going to like him in the new arc that's going to be adapted. I'll tell you.
Yeah, because once he gets like that move.
Like I mean, see, yeah. So watching him go toe to toe with, I forgot the protagonist's name, dude. This is bad. Ichigo, yeah. Kurosaki Ichigo.
Not Grimjow, right?
Ichigo Kurosaki. So watching Ichigo go toe to toe with Kenpachi, and like he finally earns Kenpachi's respect. I'm like, damn, that shit was tight. That shit was hard. Yeah, watching that shit was good. I think I watched a few seasons of, I mean how many seasons are there of Attack on Titan? I don't know. I mean, until recently, I think there were
3. Fourth one is coming out, and then they have the OVAs that have Annie's side story and Levi's backstory.
Yeah, so I think I've seen 3 seasons of Attack on Titan. I enjoyed it. It was very interesting. I mean, at least it was something different in comparison to what it gave a very medieval touch to like medieval European touch kind of a feel to it.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting. It's very interesting to see that. Another show, I don't know whether this qualifies as anime. I don't know, and I know you guys will probably just shoot me, but whatever. I like Transylvania a lot.
Oh, I mean Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Castlevania, not
Of course, that's an anime.
Castlevania.
Yeah,
Of
oh,
course
Yeah,
it's
okay.
anime.
it is
It
anime.
is an
It's kind of like Boondocks, where like the art is just inspired by anime, but it's made in America.
Yeah, so I think that show really, like, that really pushes my buttons because I'm kind of into like vampires and like magic and all that shit. So that stuff is like, I'm like, damn, okay. Like
You might
I
you
like
might like Sarah for the End if you never seen that.
oh
If
yeah,
you never seen that, so you
that's on my list. That's on my
you'll
list to
like that.
check out because yeah, that's on my list. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I think these are like my, I guess, like off the top of my head I can think of like, damn, okay. I don't know, a lot of people like Full Metal. I'm not sure about it, like Full Metal
I
Alchemist.
didn't care for it, but I
Yeah,
think like
exactly.
it's how can I put it this way? Like I think like when Full Metal came out, it was groundbreaking because there weren't a lot of anime that were that popular like it. But if you've already seen like Naruto and Bleach and all these other things, like
Mm.
I don't think it's gonna give you that wow factor because it's just kind
Mhm.
of like this is just like your typical shonen arc almost, like
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
difference of magic. Like it's still fun to watch. It just didn't win me over like I thought it would.
have you guys seen Brotherhood
Yeah.
at least?
What?
Have you guys
That's what
seen
I'm talking
No.
about, Brotherhood.
Okay, because you guys said because there's a Fullmetal Alchemist and a Brotherhood. I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, Full Metal Brotherhood. Like, I don't know. It's just something which I couldn't commit to. Like Benny said, because I've seen Naruto. I've been invested in Naruto. I was invested in Bleach, and then watching that, it was just like more of the same. Man, this is like more of the same, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
feeling it. But
Mo, have you
then I
seen
saw Castle. Yeah, go
oh
on.
have you seen Helsing Ultimate? Helsing Ultimate with Dracula?
I think I've heard this. I've heard of this show. I don't know. I might have seen it. That's the
I
thing.
think
Like it's when you see so many shows at one point. Like if you've seen all these shows back to back, it all melts
It's never
together.
works.
And
yeah.
then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I'm like, yo, so I probably must have seen it,
Would you
and
guys
it
recommend
must have
watching
really.
Black Clover?
You said what about Black Clover?
Would you guys recommend watching it?
I read the manga. I would recommend reading the manga before watching the anime. I will say this in regards to the anime, and this is why a lot of people hated on it. Starts off very cliche like, and with that being said, it might be hard for you to maintain good focus to want to
Uh,
even keep watching it. It's like you'll be watching that shit and be like, bro, I ain't doing this shit. I'm gonna go do something else, type of thing. Um, but I feel like in the long run, personally, it's paid off for me. It's not for everybody, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's not. Mm,
Have
it's
you guys
definitely
seen
not top
Sword Art
five or
Online?
anything like that for me.
Don't
Have you
get
guys
down
seen?
on Sword Art.
yeah, I
I
saw it
have.
when it was like one of the first few anime I ever watched in my life. So I liked it then, but I haven't watched it
Yeah.
coming like in years now. So I feel like if I come back, I'm gonna hate it. But I only really liked the first 12 episodes because like
Yeah.
after they went into the second game or whatever, I just thought it was pretty weird.
Alfheim.
Yeah.
Alpine
Yeah,
Online.
it's I I like the first season. Like the moment they started bringing guns and shit, I was like, no, I'm out because it's when you say sword art, I think of swords. Do not start bringing guns and say, hey, let's call it sword art online, but let's bring in guns. I'm like, motherfucker, sit your ass down.
That was actually a good part though. That was a good. I
I
liked
was
it at
ready to
least.
say that was actually like a pretty good arc to me,
Yeah.
especially the
The end.
side
I like
story
the end.
they did alternative and like Gun Get Online alternative. That was actually a pretty good anime to me. Goofy in some aspects, but I mean that doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah.
it's
But
bad.
on the topic of
It's a
that
good thing.
show,
Nah, I
why does
didn't
it
like
always
it.
have like a rape scene in it? Like, like
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Mhm.
like
That
like
was
the art
actually
stuff.
his last time doing that. I'm pretty sure. Like apparently the author got backlash after that shit, and apparently he just said, you know what, yeah, I ain't doing that again.
Well,
Like
I
I,
mean, I'm
I'm talking
glad.
about the last thing in Alicization.
Jap-
yeah, because
Japanese have some really weird shit going on, man. Like, I mean, they have like rape scenes and stuff, and I'm like, how is this normal? Like, how is this okay?
It's
yeah,
not
I mean,
really. That's not really even a matter of Japanese. It happens in other stuff. It's just that it doesn't get animated as much
Mm,
as anime does.
mm,
Like there's a
mm.
lot of
Yeah.
stories that have that, but
Like
they adapted shit.
Yeah.
I liked Erased also. I liked Erased. Erased was good. Like I saw the series, and I think I mentioned it in one of the previous episodes. Like watch Erased. It's really good. Um, the live action was interesting to say the least. They
I
made
never
a
watched
live
the
action.
live action for it.
They made a live action on it, and I was like, interesting. It's very interesting. But yeah, I liked the anime. It was really good. It had it had decent twists to it, and it's really heartwarming to see him like finally like at the end of the day it's like everything finally ends up just lining up the way he's supposed to. So yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah. No. So we've been going on for quite a bit, and I feel like we've gotten a lot out of this. Donnell, it's been amazing, my G. It's been amazing. Would we want to be on this again sometime in the future?
Sure, you just need to let me know.
Of course, man. Hey, I'll probably be DMing you then. On
Bradley hit me up yesterday and was like, "Hey, yo, we're meeting soon." I didn't even see it till late at night. Cause I told you I was playing for Sony. I was immersed. I was done. Social interaction from the point I said I'm leaving to go finish this game. It was done. I ain't talked to anybody.
Nope. Only thing is breathing and moving his hands to play that game, that controller, man.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you again, Donnell. It was an amazing show.
It's been
hopefully,
great.
yeah. Hopefully our viewers will love you. We'll put your information, of course, in the description below.
Right,
and would you mind giving us like a shout out on one of your Twitch streams? Like once you drop this episode, we'll let you know when we drop.
Right, yeah, I'll show it off.
All right, man. Thank you again, my G. Thank you again, and hopefully everything works out on you and your Twitch, and hopefully YouTube.
If I can even stream.
Yeah, if you can even stream, honestly.
Nah, you can. You got this, bro. You got this.
I mean, it's not really even in regards to me. I gotta try to. I just hope they get this guy out of the way. They should. It shouldn't even be a problem. I mean, it's obvious. It's so obvious. They're literally going under. They can't even consistently have the same name for copyright claims. I don't understand. It's weird.
I don't know, man. But hey, man. Hopefully, the only thing is come in and say, "Oh, bullshit," and put you right back on top, man. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Again, guys. Donnell, what is your information so people can reach you?
If you hit me up on Twitter, DBZenkai _ on Instagram, I think it's the same thing. YouTube, DBZenkai, Twitch, DBZenkai. I'm gonna be there.
All right.
Okay.
And again, guys, thank you for the support. We are still going strong for our 100 subscriber goal by end of May. So please keep on hitting that subscribe button, telling your friends. Thank you again. If you want to reach us, you can reach us at thoughtgang65@gmail.com with any questions or comments or advice you want for the show. Again, that is THOTGANG65@gmail.com. Mo, what is our Instagram handle?
Our Instagram handle is thoughts_podcast. That is THOUGHTS_podcast on Instagram. And Ivy, what's our Twitter handle?
Twitter is Thought Podcast 2, THOUGHT Podcast 2, no spaces on Twitter.
So again, guys, thank you again for the support. And this is B-Rad signing off.
All right. See you guys. Thanks for joining the show.
Peace.
All right, boys. This is Big Mo signing off.
Iverson signing off.